So a long time ago, I played the Danganronpa fan game, Danganronpa Another Despair Academy, and I liked it. It was a fine game overall, but there was one major problem with it, and that was the fact that you couldn't save during a trial. Like, there was only one save point in the middle of a 3-hour-long trial, and as a busy college student, I do not have the time to sit for 3 hours and do a trial. So let's move on to the second game in the series, where you can actually save in the middle of a trial. So it is better than the first game. Last time, Mikado, the mastermind and the ultimate wizard, killed Teruya, the ultimate merchant. However, we got the class trial wrong, and we were all about to be executed, but the virtual world we're in glitched, and now we're somewhere, I guess. Sora, look at this. This is the reset code. Did this bring my memories back? The reset code is not absolute. The reset code just initializes the tampered state of data. Tampered state? What's that? Wait, what? Pleasure to see you all again. Wait a second, I'm no longer your enemy. Nikkei said a few things everywhere. Besides, the reset codes were solved, so I think you have already come to your conclusion. Utsuro, he's trying to meet them. Well, his goal is to put Utsuro's personality over Yuki, thereby aiming for the resurrection of divine luck. Isn't that what you concluded in Higa City? Then why did he kill Yuki? Yuri, this person is Yuri Kagura, right? What is this machine? This machine is a device that connects the virtual and the real world. No, Yuri is very much dead. The virtual world connects to the brain, so death in there is a death in the real world. There are no exceptions. Here's the body of the dead Yuri. It wasn't a person who intervened, it was due to the reset codes. When a reset code is activated, your avatar returns to the state of your original body. If you don't believe me, let me show you. Means I was a Kanetaria. Yuri Kagura made a Kanetaria as a child. That was the reason they called in all of you, Utsuro, the very purpose of Mikado. He brought you here because you were all related to his classmates during Utsuro's time at Hope's Peak Academy. Minako Tamori. Does that name sound familiar to you? His only daughter, Kizuna Tamori, she was one of Utsuro's classmates. All of you, except for the members of Void, are related to the 79th. Technically, Void sought help from the 79th class member Utsuro. Since they're technically related, all of you are technically related. Teruya was also a classmate of Utsuro. In Mikado's plan, everyone was supposed to have, but there are some people who were in the 79th class itself. That includes Kanetaria. How did he collect everyone? In order for Yuki to become Utsuro, he needed to create a similar environment to the previous game. He called it reproduction. No matter how similar the environments and the conditions are it really possible? Is it really possible? It's basically brainwashing. If it's possible or not, this theory has already been proven by someone before. Junko Enoshima, have you ever heard of her? It always comes back to fucking Enoshima. Junko Enoshima, she's the cause of the oh right, this game takes place. She corrupted Utsuro, and as a result, most of the class of 79 died. She's the root of this world's chaos. Well, she died a long time ago, after popping up a few too many times. Ha ha ha, do you get the joke? I've never been to Hope's Peak Academy. You weren't a student, or Yuri at Hope's Peak Academy. And here's the problem, when you started the killing school trip, why did your memory go back to when you were at high school? You should know because Hope's Peak Academy was closed several years ago, so the ultimate students that were considered symbols of hope in this world could no longer be found. That's when Mikado decided to kidnap all the people. The symbol of hope. After the tragedy, major restoration, there were people who started great contribution to this restoration work. Those people were the next generation of hope, just the same as the ultimate students were. They were called the symbols of hope. Mikado focused on that and the talent itself, and put everyone's age back to when they were in high school. You are virtual ultimate students. The name of the AI. I guess you could call the real Yuri my father. My purpose is to help humans. My purpose was to manage various flights. I must have been developed for that. Even though most of my data has been modified, I still feel intelligence is not human. As an AI, I have no feelings of guilt. The only person who committed a crime is Mikado. An artificial person acts on its own emotion and ignores algorithms. That would be called an alter ego. Yes, however, this is not relevant. She's the mother of the ultimate exorcist, Mikako Kurokawa, and she is a member of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy. Wait, Mikako, my head. Detailed explanation. The reset codes synchronize your data modulation in the virtual world with the real world. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Resets your manipulated data. The voids have no tampered data, so the code stays the same. Kanade said like something like, "What's this amazing note?" That sounds like a lot. The content might be something we can use against Mikado. There's no backup for that data. The recovery will be impossible. You managed to restore the burnt monocrew, so what's the problem? That is possible because there is existing backup data. The data on Miss Chikaburo's note. The only thing I can think of is Mikado himself deleting the data, or then how are you all alive? Well, death isn't guaranteed, but considering the sort of people Uchiha help, you imagine what would happen if luck vanished. Divine luck itself doesn't cause death, it just makes people like me go back to their hell, and that could cause suicide. Even though they were all... It depends on how much they needed that protection. He said that... That's right, some people's lives were saved as a result. Just as much as some people's small wishes were granted, some people's lives were saved. And the degree of the disappearance matches the total amount of divine luck they received. Shiobai was our Void's collaborator. But what happened between them... Shiobai's memories might have been manipulated like all of yours. Shiobai's avatars were looks like the Void. Since he was hired for the plan, he wouldn't be a symbol of hope. What the fuck? It's been a while, you damn fools. Surviving like cockroaches. I guess I should have congratulated you. This plan should have ended much earlier, but I've disregarded that plan now. I have no choice but to deal with you myself. Bird, no! Okay, you say? According to the original plan, you all should have been executed and died. But since things turned out like this, a revision of the plan was needed, so I will spare your lives accordingly. I'll return Yuki to you, but I cannot at the moment. The answer is yes, you have nothing to worry about. Void's plan is the restoration of divine luck, but that doesn't mean we have to sacrifice Yuki. Uto can be provided with divine luck, a happy ending where everyone wins. Isn't that what you want? There's no need to fight each other. The 5th class trial should have been the last. No, the plan should have been finished after that. The last judgment ended up in disaster, so if we wish to get the good ending, we have to try again. We will not be discussing a murder case. We will discuss the truth, specifically my plan, about Void's plans, the killing school trip, and the next generation symbols of hope. So he cannot participate in the trial, so I pulled the mind of Yuki and put it elsewhere. Cat! Now it'll be the last time. Hello? What? Holy shit, I got jump scared. Oh, hey, Kinjo. It must have been embarrassing for you, Shiobai. What? Wow, you sure came quick. About Mikado, is it done? Yeah, director, you know I do anything for money, but don't ask me to do something like that again. In the end, I ended up betraying my client, Mikado, all for the sake of money. We're beginning working to secure the survivors. There are 3 survivors. Yoriko... So... Are we not Akane? Can I have a stake? There's not 3 survivors, but 2. What? You already checked Akane Taria. The only ones left are Yoriko Kalia and Yura Nijue. Impossible. Yuki Maida couldn't find him. Not here. I'm gonna hand her over to law enforcement. Sora and Yuki! Sora, please wake up! You've been laid down for days, so your muscles will be contracted. Where is Sora? I don't know the Sora girl. The only survivors are you, that runaway girl, and Yuki. Sora is dead? You don't know who Sora is? No, girlfriend! Is this the person you call Sora? Unfortunately, she's... Roha and I came back, but Sora, why? Are you kidding me? Wake up, Sora! She can't wake up, because she died a long time ago. She died a long time ago. This girl's name is Akane Taria. She died before the annotation, but a few days ago. Only her body is alive. Her brain stopped functioning. Her body's metabolic function, it would be more right to say she's brain dead. Wait, so we're dead? BCI is a way of connecting with the brain. How could you connect to her brain if she's dead? The function is working without the aid of machinery in such a brain-dead state. Just put me in a robot then. How are you? Do you regret it? Are you in despair? This is our destiny. This is the result we were given. That's why I warned you. Did you really believe you could be forgiven? What? Nice to meet you, Kisaragi Foundation. How was I able to restart the Neo World program? Well, I never imagined you would put code that bypasses security and closes the program from the outside. The method I used? I don't know. When the Neo World program was closed and the emergency power cut, my death proved uncertain. I want my actors to reprise their roles. I'm referring to Shiobaya Roha and the killing school trip is currently on hold. I've requested 2 members of the Kisaragi Foundation. Send them more than half the users, the forced shutdown will activate. Since Shiobaya and I are counted as administrators, we don't count to this total. You have half. 7. You could simply enter and end the Neo World program. The 7 is including our dear Ray. But how did we do that? How did we reboot the machine? Aura? Wake up, Sora! Sora, are you okay? Yoriko? Is it really you? I'm not dreaming? Sora, I'm so happy to see you again. I only exist in the virtual world. If we're an AI, just put me in a robot body. Like, I was thinking the same thing about Danganronpa 2, right? Just like take Chiaki's files and put her in a robot. Can't they do the same for me? Or for Sora? Go date your robot GF, Yoriko. Go get that robot GF. The great Mikado Sanagi lost his parents when he was just a baby. He spent his life in an orphanage. Nobody knew where his parents went. The great Mikado didn't know that if they had died or had simply abandoned him. He had no parents and he was growing up in an orphanage. Until one day in the late fall, a cool breeze began to hit. Someone left like a burning cigarette which began to blow towards the orphanage. It began to go up in flames and spread towards the entirety of the orphanage. Without even revealing his name, he approached the orphanage and then suddenly heavy rain began to fall. Everyone was in awe of the miracle that happened. It was only the great Mikado that noticed that person. Mikado felt a great rush of emotion to a person he'd never felt like, but then he suddenly disappeared. Mikado tried something in the same situation, had it out of the orphanage the second time, so he burnt the place down. The great Mikado sprayed the pre-prepared gasoline all over the orphanage, causing a fire once more. Explaining. Wow, the old fucking window. Wow. This guy is... It's the corpse of Mikado Senonji. You see, Mikado died a long time ago in the real world. Everything I'm saying might be hard to believe, but the Mikado we're facing right now isn't human. About that. The real Mikado made his own alter ego, and he was killed by his own alter ego. How can a virtual creation kill a human? That's where the collaborator comes in. Don't you both know him? Shiobaya Hashimoto. This guy's Mikado's collaborator. Alter ego Mikado's collaborator, and the killer of the real Mikado Senonji's intervention. In other words, Shiobaya was a double agent. Shiobaya was also hired by Tsurugi Kinjo. I obtained an emergency escape code. It's a code used in an emergency situation. Right before my body caught fire, I used it to escape the real world. What you saw there was my lifeless avatar. Am I an alter ego of Akanataria? I remembered everything. When I got my memory back, I thought for certain I was Akanataria, but since then, something weird has been happening. I'm not really sure about my memories of Akanataria. It's like a memory that I haven't even experienced myself. It just feels like an emotionless memory. Another person I've spent all the time with isn't fake. Everything will be just fine. We should go on a girls' night out, just the 2 of us after this is all over. What do you think? I wasn't the fake ultimate hostess for nothing. You better be prepared, Sora. We're gonna drink the night away until one of us blacks out. This is... It felt like we entered some kind of control room. There's security footage all around the monitors and buttons. Considering it's been locked, it must have been used to keep tabs on it. What?! Welcome to my room! Also known as the control room. This room is used... Dad, me? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm still alive. Help? You? When did that happen? Sorry, that's impossible. I was built only to save Mikado. I hold no ill will towards you all.
何これ
Where am I? I'm pretty sure I logged out. Pleasure to see you again, Taria. You arriving here means you've unlocked your reset code, and after all that, you still fell into my trap. It's too early for you to die. Even though you're already dead, there's a possibility that it complicates things further if you died. So I decide when you die. If you disappeared from the virtual world, my firewall would disappear too. When you flew off and lost consciousness on the first island, I modified your data a bit. You are now this world's first human firewall to block access to the real world. As long as you're inside the virtual world, no one else will have access. It's impossible to leave or enter as long as you exist. The Muse are insurance. You've poisoned the food, haven't you? If I'm weak in spirit, I'll succumb to hunger and eat the food. And if I do that, I'll die from the poison anyway. It doesn't matter if I starve or get poisoned. Either way, it's definitely a trap to kill me. It's only natural when you think about it. If I'm alive, then nobody can go back to the real world. So what will you do when this is all over and you can't leave? In the end, that bastard will end up killing me someday, and he's trying to hide it by bringing me food. He said I'm already dead and that he decides when he dies. I know what that means. He's gonna kill me, but it's not time yet. He's trying to predict when I'll die by manipulating my actions. But what if Mikado made a mistake in his plan? What if he's smart as he thought? If I stay alive, nobody can get out and you can't contact the outside. What if you focus on your front and not your back and I eat the rice? I bet it's really delicious. Bon appetit! You can buy skills from your dead or alive classmates. These skills can only be bought once. Anything pique your interest? This one! The very existence of Taria is a firewall that blocks access to the real world. When the killing school trip started, Taria and Ray showed up in front of us. Do you remember? Ray was turned into a pile of ash, and when Taria was sent flying by my magic spell, I modified the data of the unconscious Taria. As long as Taria's heart is beating, no one from the outside world can interfere with Ichirashima. Taria realized that the Kisaragi Foundation could save everyone if he died. He understood Mikado's plan entirely and decided to willingly eat the poisoned food, and that is why Taria died. Because now, we can go like this, and it makes the game so much fucking easier. The problem is this amazing skill is locked behind having to hang out with the worst character in the game. The Kisaragi Foundation has been tracking down Mikado for a long time. Mikado was hard to find, so Tsurugi made a bold move to turn the tides. He planted a spy, Shiobai Hashimoto. He's a spy inside of Void who was working for the Kisaragi Foundation. Originally he was on Mikado's side and was working for Void as he was a double agent. And the Kisaragi Foundation, working for Void and the Kisaragi Foundation, so he's the collaborator Nikke mentioned in the Tower of Babel. I'm an alter ego created by two people, my father Mikado and my mother Kokoro. My father desperately tried to gather information on the whereabouts. He became a hacker to search for information. My mother was a prominent psychologist who excelled in the field of psychology. She left psychology for some reason and began to work on brain science. I was born because of a coincidence of interest between my mother and father. Put it simply, it was Mikado who no, it was Shiobai acting as a representative. Am I wrong? You're incredible! And that is the second of the three most important pieces. The fact that Sora is the Akane Taria. Akane was not involved in my plan to revive Ucho. However, the girl called Akane Taria was still needed. Are you still trying to deny who you are? You can't wash away divine luck that easily. It doesn't matter how hard you try to wash away the sins of your past. Your hands will be dirty forever. Just stop. You don't get to speak to Sora like that. Nobody cares. Oh, Yorko, how love has blinded you from all sense. Love! See? Canon! Girlfriends! Girlfriends! So true, Mikado. It all started a few years ago when somebody read the Alter Ego Kisaragi Foundation. The one who read this was Mikado Sonanji, someone who'd been saved by Utsuro. He had data on the entire 79th killing game, and at that moment he realized Utsuro was dead. Usually reviving the dead is impossible, but Mikado uses hacking expertise to collect it about Utsuro and devise a plan to use that knowledge, and that plan was to resurrect Utsuro as an alter ego. But alter ego is an advanced technology and can only be created by one of the ultimate students, so it's impossible for Mikado to create an ability of his own. So he decided to collaborate with someone with excellent abilities, Kokoro. Kokoro performed experiments on her daughter. Her daughter was part of the 79th class. Even after she escaped her confinement, there was data being recorded for Mikako until the day of her death. All of this was stored in a computer. From this data, along with the information of the 79th class, Mikado created the alter ego base. But there was something Mikado overlooked. It was extremely difficult to create an alter ego of someone else. So he decided to first create his own alter ego. And thanks to Kokoro inserting an excessive fusion of emotions into it, the alter ego began to run wild and saw that human Mikado's plan wouldn't succeed. So alter ego made plans to deal with his real self, and hired Shiobai to work as the body. So he hired Shiobai to kill Mikado. When his jammer disappeared, alter ego began to make a serious plan. At this point, it became impossible for the Kisaragi Foundation to track alter ego down, and nobody could stop him. Alter ego searched networks from all around the world and gained a bunch of information to help with his plan. He discovered something about information about Yuki, who was kidnapped by Uchiro and imprisoned somewhere. Uchiro went to Hope's Peak instead of Yuki, so the two had bodies that had very similarities. That's why he kidnapped Yuki and attempted to resurrect him using his body. Alter Ego created a plan to synchronize Yuki's brain. The plan was to have Yuki to have a similar experience to the one that Uchiro had, to recreate the 79th class killing game. And for that, he needed students. Furthermore, to maximize the power of divine luck, Alter Ego brought together people who gained fortune, the children of Uchiro, CO, also known as Void. Even if the plans were made, it still wasn't an easy process to bring Uchiro back to life. After lots of trial and error, Alter Ego finally came to the conclusion that he had to use a virtual world. To do this, he stole the Neo World program from the Future Foundation and modified it into Uchiro Shimo, the perfect setting for Alter Ego. He started to gather the remaining participants. All the participants had something in common. They were seen as symbols of hope. In the virtual world, everyone's bodies and memories were manipulated so they believed they were supposed to speak freshmen, and the 79th recreation began to doubt. What? Thanks to the effort of Void and the power of divine luck, everything went smoothly, all controlled by the will of an alter ego. This killing school trip was all controlled by the alter ego calling itself Mikado Sayonji, the true culprit of his suffering. For a lot of you who discover the truth, a pop-up should appear before you within a hologram dialog box. This is the final step of the killing school trip. If you choose graduate, the killing school trip will end and you all return to the real world. When those without avatars have no data to transfer to their brain. The graduation system is activated only when half the students graduate and the host Mikado doesn't get to vote. The majority vote is 7, so if 4 more people vote repeat, Yuki's personality will be saved. However, you'll all be trapped in this virtual world forever. Once you choose, there's no taking it back. The Neo World program loses its function, so there's literally nothing left. Sora, or rather Akane Taria, is brain dead. She's only able to physically be here because it's a virtual world. Even if her avatar exists, the place her data is supposed to go into doesn't exist. So when this virtual world disappears, this person known as Sora will disappear as well. You don't have to worry about me. The only thing that matters is protecting Yuki. Then why is Mikado subtly encouraging us to press repeat? If Mikado is truly planning to use the graduation exam to override our personalities, if we choose graduation, our personalities will disappear. Why would he need to tell us that? I added an additional function. The moment the graduation, all survivors will gain the right to live happily in their ideal world. When the personality is activated, you won't return to the real world. To press repeat is to remain in the virtual world, and to graduate is to live happily in your own utopia. Instead of going to the real world, you go to a personalized paradise inside the Neo World program. What? This is the body you want to go back to so much. World. Their brains have the same structures. I didn't need Yuki's body on the outside, so I destroyed it, leaving only the brain behind. For Master Uchiro, I've prepared a body that is more suitable than an ordinary person like Yuki's. Yuki's all no brain and no body. What I'm talking about is someone with the body and no brain. Me. You want to put Uchiro's mind into the body of Akane Taria. I don't want Yuki's body, I want their body, muscles, and organs and nerves are still functional. If you replace this software called the brain with a new one, how is Sora here? Are you asking about Sora's true identity? I think it's about time to reveal what she is. Sora is... she's basically nothing. During the preparation stages, I didn't reveal anything about Sora. This is literally because there was nothing to show. She's not human, she's just here to assist in Master Uchiro's resurrection. She's just an algorithm, so to speak. Everything I think and feel is fake. This isn't the time of worry. I must save Yuki. I'm an algorithm called Akane Tarya. I can't go against this, can I? I just have to praise fail. Empty, 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 empty. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Sora's here to safeguard my plan. She will press graduation unconditionally. She's supposed to press it. Fuck your algorithm. Sorry for waking you up. You look kinda mad. Are you half asleep? We're on a school trip. So I know if you pick this option, it's a bad ending, so I'm gonna pick this option. My friends! Guys, I brought Sora. Yahoo, Rara, you're late. I've been waiting. Come on, sit down. Oh, you're live. Never mind. This is the worst timeline. Hey, Sora. If you don't have plans for tomorrow, you want to hang out? Could you meet me at the park on the first island at sunset? I want to tell you something. No, absolutely not. Do not confess to me. If you confess to me, I will be angry. About that. I've always been grateful to... No! Do not! Do not! What? Oh no, the entire fucking class gathered. Yoriko just remained silent. Sora, you... What? Zawardo? What? What's going on? The atmosphere is... Yuki? Everything is frozen. What the hell is going on? Yeah, it's not over yet, because you're still here. Everyone else had been engulfed in their own fantasy, making it impossible to recover on their own. But you're different. Only you can remember the vicious plan that Mikado hatched for you all. I'm not Akane Tarya. I'm just a nameless being. Isn't it because of your personality that I think of Uchiro as master, and why I tried desperately to save Yuki? Get out of my head! I don't want anything to do with you. Leave me alone, Akane Tarya. What? What? Is there any hope? Look at Akane Tarya fighting for hope. Are we playing as Akane? It's one-on-one scrum debate. Oh, wait, no, we're playing as Sora. Oh, wait, we just have to say stuff and she's gonna counter it for us. I'm nothing more than a tool for the plan. Sora, you're not a tool. You're a person. You can think for yourself. It's game over already. We lost. If we really lost, I wouldn't be here right now. This is sick. A reverse scrum debate. That's it. I don't want to go back. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm giving up. Just leave me alone. Don't give up, Sora. It's not too late. There's another way, I'm sure of it. So you're just gonna keep pretending you don't know the truth? Can you keep running away from reality? What's the point of it all? You should already know. You made a promise to your friends. Just because you accepted the outcome doesn't mean it has to end this way. Let's go, Yoriko. That's why she's the GOAT. That's why she's my girlfriend. Yoriko. Took you long enough, Sora. You remember me? No clue who you are. All I know is that someone called Sora's here. I don't know why. I felt like I had to find you. I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but... Your utopia doesn't have me in it? Yoriko, are you happy right now? Yeah, I'm happy. As long as I stay inside this house, I don't know why. The happiness isn't just someone bring. I think I'm holding on to something from the past. Happiness without reason isn't true happiness. You really are Yoriko. Yep, I'm me. Are you sure you won't regret this? Yeah, although I might not be satisfied with the result, I'll never regret it if I don't follow you here. She knew about me this whole time. She remembered me because she loves me. Girlfriend. Girlfriend. Sora, I like you. No! Too bad I like Yoriko. This is Sora's fantasy with Yuki? No. This is one of Makaido's tricks. Sora's fantasy is to go out with Yuki. It's a Makaido trick. Hi! Is Utsuro not going to say anything? Ew, Master Utsuro! This has to be a dream. What is this? On the subject. Answer me. I've been waiting to die for so long, but because of my power, it was impossible. I finally thought the death I wanted was there. So you want to know why I brought you back? Isn't it obvious, Master? It's because... I want what's yours! Ugh. Wait, so you're taking his power and then you end up in Yoriko's body, in Sora's body, not Utsuro. The human Makaido was obsessed with the person called Utsuro. After he became an alter ego, it seems like he was doing it just for the luck aspect. I should have noticed now that he's an alter ego. He doesn't have the exact same personality as his human counterpart. He was looking to revive his luck. He tried to take the power of divine luck for himself. How? This Makaido's admiration for Utsuro has gone beyond its limits. So in that bad ending, it was not Utsuro that took over our body, it was Makaido. He needed Akane's body instead of mine. He wasn't even planning to put Utsuro's personality, he was going to put himself over her body. Empty being. Sora means empty. Oh my god, really? Wait, then Sora Kingdom Hearts! Oh my god, the nobodies! They were planning it all along! They planned it all along! I am you, that- What? Ugh! What the hell? He just got shot! Let's go, Tsurugi! If you intend to use violence, I'll respond accordingly. It might seem like a happy fantasy, but it was nothing more than a disgusting sight to me. I'm not sure I can do that. How? How did you just shoot me? It's impossible! I absorbed Utsuro's divine luck, so why did that shot hit me? Utsuro never had divine luck to begin with. You tried to bring back the divine luck by recreating the personality of Utsuro from the time he died. But that would never work, because divine luck had already passed onto a new host. Utsuro is no longer the holder of divine luck. He hasn't been for a while. The current host is Akane Taria, or in other words, me. In the last moments of his life, Utsuro gave her his power. Isn't that right, Utsuro? Yuki and Albino didn't. Their personality should have vanished. That was the good ending that the Kisaragi Foundation wanted. If Mikado was to be defeated as planned, everyone would have had a happy ending, except for Yuki, Maeda, and Albino. That's why she revived Mikado. It wasn't a conscious choice. However, I promised him that we'd all go back together. That's impossible. It can't be true. Akane Taria had divine luck. I should have noticed. Want to know why you didn't notice? Because the default value of your algorithm states that Master Utsuro is the director of divine luck. I know because I'm an AI too. Even alter egos have a default algorithm inserted them by their developer. So if that was your default algorithm, it would be near impossible to think against it. First of all, Akane Taria got divine luck. Sora can use it because Akane Taria's personality, and Sora is just a tool I made, so she's a personality that will disappear at the end of the countdown. So you're entering Sora's body, meaning you'll get her divine luck. I first took divine luck from Utsuro, but now I'll take divine Akane Taria's when I enter her body too. You're wrong, Mikado, there is a way. You still have the same damn confidence. The personality override. I'll use your plan against you. I'm gonna override somebody else into the Akane Taria's body instead of you. Your data is incompatible. The only reason I can enter a human brain is because of my status as an alter ego. Your data is completely different from a human brain. When did I say I'd be using myself? The personality that's gonna override Akane Taria's is Yuki Maeda. The personality override system was already set to target me. I plan to have a physical body as well as divine luck. So how are you gonna change the target to Yuki? It's impossible unless you have the administrator code. I'm gonna guess it, because I have divine luck. Yo, alter ego. Don't underestimate us humans. Sora. What? No! No! Not the sister zone! No! You're a liar. You promised me we'd escape together. You said that to my face. Okay, there's no reason to be sad. The data inside will not be deleted. Since that data also contains Mikado, but it might be possible to back up Sora's data, so there may come a time when you see her again. See, Yorko? You promised we'd get out of here together. You better keep that promise one day. Don't worry, we'll definitely meet together. No, I don't want to say it yet. We'll meet again, yeah? I'll just tell you then. No! Sora, we'll definitely meet again. We will, Yorko, I promise. I don't think I can ship Sora and Yorko anymore. I spoke to a friend about this, and they said that shipping Sora and Yorko in the context of them both being how they were pre-Chapter 6 is okay. And I'm not a pro-shipper for that. So, that's good. Fuck pro-shippers. And fuck you for forcing the heterosexual agenda onto Sora and Yuki. But you know what? It's okay. The game gave me enough Sora x Yorko fuel to keep me shipping it forever, despite the game itself going against me at times. And Lineage clearly meant for there to be some romantic subtext between the two, even if they didn't commit to it. So, you know what? It's canon to me. Besides that, though, it was a great game overall, and I fucking loved it. Thanks for watching this series.